So since we are ready to get things going, let's kick off this year's PAC Football Media Day with Bethany College. The Bison are represented today by sixth-year head coach Bill Garvey and senior safety John Lee. Gentlemen, join me up here. Okay, Coach Garvey, we'll start with you. Coach, you returned 14 starters this season, but you will need to replace your starting quarterback. Does anyone have the inside track on the position, or will it be an open competition when camp opens later this month?
It will definitely be an open competition, but we do have a junior in our program who I believe played in 4 games, started in 3, I believe. Do I need that?
We're going to try it.
All right. And Bison. Carlin's a very athletic kid, and we're looking forward to him in the beginning of camp and leading our younger guys. You know, we got a big group, possibly, the most as a new incoming class, probably the deepest we've had at that position, and we worked in the offseason really hard at recruiting that position. So we're excited about the group in general. Carlin will be the guy right away, but he knows he's got to compete. He's been told that, and he's ready to do that. So but we're excited to get them all in camp and see where it falls.
Your coaching staff remains largely intact this year after replacing 4 coaching positions before last year. How important is that type of continuity, both in the office and on the field?
Yeah, it's nice. Obviously, it made the offseason a little bit easier for us. But it's important. Just we think we got a great staff there, in our new defensive coordinator a year ago, and Dave Arnold, who played for the Steelers here and did his time here. He's got a lot of experience in Division II football and Division III football. So we're excited about our staff. We don't got to change anything, and really more importantly for our players, right? We have a little bit of, like you said, continuity with our coaches, and the players know who they are, and the coaches know who the players are now a little bit better, obviously, through an off season. So, again, we're just excited and ready to go for camp and get the whole thing started up.
Bethany won 6 games and received a bid to an ECAC bowl game in 2014, but has since totaled 10 wins over the past 3 years. How do you get the Bison back on track this year?
Pretty simple, work. And that's what we started in the off season. Again, the last 2 years have been disappointing for us as a program, and certainly me as the head coach and running the whole thing. So we just need to get in and work. We are confident. We think we have a talented team. We have a lot of guys returning. But again, we struggled last year. Make no mistakes about that. But it's an experienced group who's played a lot of football. So we just got to keep working and stay the course.
Bethany has had some great wide receivers during your tenure, such as Eric Blinn, Tyler Ambush. Last season was the first year since 2011 that you did not have a receiver total 70 receptions. Can this year's receiver group take a big step in overall production?
Well, they better, to be quite frank. And they know that. And again, it all goes back to the offseason in the spring. But we were a younger group last year. There's no doubt about that. We missed that one single big playmaker in our offense. But we got a group coming back, and Hunter Klein and Darius Taylor and Abe Lyles who played a whole lot. And again, there's going to be some young guys who are going to push. There's no doubt about that. Where we are as a program right now with, struggling, certainly last year, there are going to be some young guys pushing, and our older guys know that, and John knows that, and we've been preaching that the whole offseason and creating competition within our program. So we, again, are just looking forward to get the whole thing started and get our vets in there and be pushed by what we hope is a good new incoming class to make us better.
Coach, last question for you. Your team is slated to play 6 home games, and your furthest opponent on the road is Teal. In what ways do you hope to benefit from the relatively light travel schedule this season?
I don't know if we'll benefit from it. I mean, you just got to go out and play every single game. Certainly, we're going to start off with 3 home games in a row, which is nice. And just, I guess, the comfort level of being at home, playing in front of our fans. It'll be a nice transition for us as we get the season started. But again, we got to go out and play week in and week out, home or away. So, but it's nice to have a few more home games than we have in the past, and certainly with the way our schedule falls out, starting off real early with 3 straight home games. So again, we're just excited about our season to get going here in another week or so, and I'm looking forward to it.
Coach, thank you. John, a couple questions for you. Coach mentioned Dave Arnold a little bit earlier. Last year, the team brought on former NFL defensive back Dave Arnold as your defensive coordinator. What has his impact been on the defense, and how has he helped in your own on-field development?
Well, Coach Arnold's been around the game for a long time. He's played at the highest level, so I think the biggest impact is probably the knowledge he's passed down to us. He gives us all a better understanding of the game because he's such a great teacher, teaching us different schemes, techniques, and coverages like that.
The Bison Defense ranked second in the PAC with 2.4 turnovers gained per game last year. How does your unit repeat that performance?
Turnovers are something we really took pride in and focused on during practice every day. If we keep that same intensity and energy we had in practice, we should be able to repeat those same numbers, if not improve.
Defensively, Bethany is slated to return 4 of its 6 leading tacklers from a year ago, including yourself. What do you think the strength of the defense is going to be?
I would say probably our speed and effort. We got guys like Joe Fiasco and Will Gatling try to get to the ball every play, so we just try to follow their energy and do the same thing they do.
Bethany has entered the offseason with wins in its final 3 games in each of the past 3 seasons, but have gotten off to relatively slow starts early the following seasons. Does this team feel differently going into 2018 compared to the other seasons you've been a part of?
I would say this team probably has a lot more confidence than the past teams I've been a part of, just because of the experience we have coming back. And I think that's it. That experience is going to lead us, take us a lot far. We need to take the momentum we had from those past 2 games and carry it into the first game.
Good job. Good cover, huh? You got it. You've been known, John, this is the last question for you. You've been known to play both close to the line of scrimmage and deep into the secondary. What do you prefer and why?
I probably like playing closer to the line of scrimmage. There's a lot more different things I could do up there, and I just like being able to help stop in the run game.
John, thank you. Bethany will get its season underway Saturday, September 1st at home against Ursinus College. Thank you, guys.